letters, one word.
Latouche, motherfucker, the math is the math.
No, not Latouche. Meaning of life. Yeah. How we doing, motherfucker, man? Who ruined my shit? Previously on Kimba TV. Yeah, lots of different things that you can, and you know, we kind of talk about this play where, if you wanted a long here but you missed it, and you were looking for this but you missed it, sometimes this is the last opportunity for a long before it makes a higher high. Remember, we looked at Bugammas, and so what is Bugammas telling us? S&P is a little bit bullish, right? So you kind of need to expect that if you are, what do we say? We always got to think about worst case scenario. If you're a shorter, your worst case scenario is S&P going all the way to 5605. If you're a shorter, knowing that S&P is a little bit bullish, this is completely fine. How we doing, boy? Hey, shout outs to Coble. Shout outs to Coble for the resub. 12 gifted subs. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. First things first. This is kind of the reason why you gotta stay, like, you can't fall behind on the highlights. Does anybody have that Friday thing? Do you remember this day when I go, the only thing that I see is a long here? And I wouldn't short this, that. Remember all that? I don't know if you're caught up on that 6 Sierra. So there's, it's level to level, right? And we don't get bullish on the penetration. We get bullish on the retest. So just looking at this, okay, and looking at that, if you clean that and it's a swing fail, I don't even know if it would touch levels because it's front running everything. We missed the long yesterday by $200. Fuck! Right? This isn't really that surprising. Do you guys remember when I said the long is easy, the short is hard? Look at it. Bink! Remember when I said the long is easy, but the short is hard? Look at this. Bink! Fuck. So you would probably be thinking the lowest that you would allow it to go is probably around here. This is the lowest bulls would probably allow it to go. So that's a level of interest. 60,000 swing fail is a level of interest. And then for shorts, bro, I'm not shorting anything until 63. So we already knew on this day. You guys remember? We already knew on this day. Do we have the... I don't even know what day that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. So yeah, 6 short is at 63. And I don't even know if that, it's level of interest. So you have massive CVD bullish divergence. So if it comes back down and wants to turn that into support, I think that would be it. So 60,000 swing fail is one level of interest for a long. And then maybe like the 59.5, 59.3, 59.4, 59.3 to 59.5 zone. So that's possible long, and possible long. All right, 6 Sierra. I'm long from 58, exactly, yeah. I mean, I made it pretty clear, don't short. So, yeah, this was really the only one attempt you had, and you would have gotten stopped out in tiny profit break even. All right, so, and even in the morning, we said long is easy, short is kind of hard. Yeah, so that's about it. Any questions? 6 Sierra, you Gucci? What y'all think about all this math? So we took this. We said don't short. We said don't short, no short until 63.
Let's get it. Kimber was popping.
Call of Duty stream. You might want to head short. It's going back to 57 again. Came all the way back. God, would have been nice to sweep those. We wanted to long here. Didn't get it. Missed it by $200. Fuck. And we're on our way up to 63. All right, so identify levels. How many of y'all are starting to understand? First off, hands up, OGs and veterans. OGs and veterans. Yo. Because when was the other, was it this one? Like, you know how every school has like class of 2020, class of 2021, right? And like every 6 months, like there's the class of new lions that come in, right? And there's always the one big ass dildo where they learn, oh my God, I'm not putting blind limits anymore. Sometimes it's like a big ass drop and y'all are like, I'm not gonna put blind limits on the longs anymore. And sometimes it's this. And I rather be the guy that misses the long and misses and doesn't try to take the short either because there's no edge and I'm waiting. You know, so I might miss that, but I also don't get fucked over on this either. Gucci. So it's a give and take. You feel me? But I feel like every lion, every single graduating class, y'all have some dildo that fucks you. And eventually, hopefully, you learn, don't fucking do it. No blinds. Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say?
It's kind of funny.
He just told us to be prepared.
But the question is can you learn? Can you improve? You feel me? Etmis says, do you ever market smash if that was part of the original plan? But rarely. Rarely. But try market smashing 1,000 trades and seeing what usually happens. Most of the time, since I'm so adamant about putting my stop loss at break even, usually if I market smash, the entry isn't that great. I'm probably getting round tripped. So I just know that it's not worth my time or the stress or my attention if it's going to be like a net neutral profit. Stop the music, stop the music. You guys want to talk about what's going on right now? So level was identified, right? We talked about this level for quite some time yesterday and this morning. Okay, what were some of the things that we said we would want to see? Okay, you have the CVD hidden bull div there as well. The only thing that kind of sucks is the open interest doesn't help. Okay, so I don't know if you were here early in the morning, but what were the two levels that we discussed? This And don't forget about the two, this one, maybe even this one. You have bottom shorters for 3.3 mil, and you have 13 million in longs that opened, and that's already in red right now. Let's see who gonna win. You with me? You're starting to get like baby bull div. We're not even gonna talk about that, okay? So how many of y'all were here when we talked about this? We identified the level and we said which kind of edge we would want. Yes? Right? We know that the hidden bull divs are the ones that are working, right? This is from yesterday. Okay? So let's see what happens. If you're on the sidelines, it's probably best. But we're seeing this live. What do you guys think about this? So everybody see it? See the data? You got baby regular bull divs. You got RSI hidden bull divs. Okay, this is a level that we talked about. Some people are gonna wait. I've got Pico bottom. It's all good. See, this is what I would recommend if you want to try to play this. Wait the 30 minutes. Wait the hour. Switch to 5-minute. Wait for structure change. Emil says you have stop loss break even. I'm doing it better than you are, Emil, as I've already shaved. So yes, I'm actually gonna guess if it makes a lower low, I'll get stopped out for maybe tiny profit. Emils, if you're somebody that is gonna play this, you need to try things like this. Do you know what ATR is? Whether it's $100 or $200, let's say that you want to get in for 30 Bitcoin right here. You know what I will do sometimes? I do this a lot actually. And I already got stopped out. I will take, let's say I want 30 Bitcoin, I'll get in for 50. And I'll shave 20 at the first ATR. Make sense? Emils? Start doing that. Were you there when I explained how to do that? And Emils, you wanna see this live? Watch. I'm already out. I just got stopped out. I got $1,200 on KCEX, 800. That really should have been a lot more on Blowfin. Alrighty. You know what I'm gonna? Do you know how I would get back into this now? So break, change structure, any of the wick bottoms would be bullish retracements that I can get back in on. Make sense, Emils? That's why I was kind of saying, should we scalp today? I don't know if you were here when I said that. I don't know when I said that, last night? But if you know what ATR is, you can use it that way, Emils. There's no, stop the music. If you're gonna be somebody that like puts blind limits here and just waits and waits and waits and waits, then you have no business trying to put blind limits there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And if you can't do it the way that I did it, then you shouldn't do it. And then, Emils, were you here when we talked about the next level of interest? Yo, Gucci, let's go! This is even juicier juice. We tried. We took a shot, We made $2,000. I'm gonna just probably give away $2,000 to just one lucky individual instead of doing $100 per person. All right, and then does everybody know how I would get back in? And I would do that every single time. Emils.
Motherfucker, the math is the math.
I would do it every single time. If it changes structure, if it can make a higher high, why would I not logically get in at the higher low? And you know that it's wrong if it makes a lower low. Structure is broken again. How many of y'all were here when I was talking? Was it 6 Sierra that I was talking to? There were 2 levels that I identified today. Y'all remember what it was? Are you guys ready? And we don't know if this 30-minute candle, still 20 minutes left, is going to miraculously do its thing, but I got to manage risk. So got in initially, shaved a little bit, so that allows me to put it at lower low, and I still made profit. Think about that. But it starts with identifying level, seeing the hidden div, but also understanding that open interest doesn't look good, right? So Emils, do you see how the open interest did not give us confluence? Hidden div looked good. The level was identified. There was a reaction, but you could even see from order flow, did a whole bunch of shorts get trapped? No. It's almost like the longs did. This right here is your ATR. So if you're going to do something blind, that's your stop loss. Did you hear all of that where I said, let's say that you want to do 30 Bitcoin position. You add a little bit, make it 10 or 20, make it 50. So blind limit, stop loss, ATR, it bounces. You shave the 10 or whatever. That allows you to put your stop loss at lower low. And you can hear me live go, oh, I got stopped out right on that candle. All right, so literally, Casa, everything, 5-minute narration, explained it. And not only did I explain it live, it was prepared and anticipated yesterday. All right, so if you ever have any questions, exclamation rewind. And guess what? I made $2,000. Basically break even. No. If it's 100 Bitcoin position, it's, $20 per, right? It's really break even. But let's use this time to plan and prepare. Sometimes for me, I can come up with a plan like this. And I understand that I can look at a level and be like, this isn't good or this isn't bad a lot quicker than you guys can, right? Sometimes if I'm fucking trying to balance 100, 200, 300 Bitcoin long or short, I'm so focused on doing that. I'm not going to have my mind solely focused on narrating exactly everything. I got to get this bitch closed out right away before I lose any more than I need to, right? So when the bullets are flying, when shit is popping off, I want you guys to be locked in just like I am and executing, not worried about anything else, not worried about what I'm saying. I'm not worried about what you guys are saying. That's why I'm not even reading the chat. So let's use this time to plan and prepare. It's gonna start with things like risk management, okay? Crumpets, making sure that you're caught up. Exclamation rewind will let you rewind a live stream, okay? And remember, every single day, weekends included, I will stream on average 12 to 16 hours a day. Everything has been talked about. There's a difference between somebody that's been gone or is just new and pokes their head in, once in a while versus somebody that is caught up every single time. Because you're going to remember that we were talking about, yo, this could be the last point and we could really get to 63. So some of you are going to remember that. Some of you are going to remember the Call of Duty highlights when I said, this is going to come back down to 57. All right. Let's also remember that bulls could not lose this level. And they pierced it. Fast up, fast down. All right. I missed my long by $200 because I thought that this liquidity would get grabbed. So that would be fucking hilarious. I'm ready for that. Don't be the motherfucker talking about why. Is there anything you guys want to talk about right now? Like setups? There's a bearish retest that I would start to think is a very big possibility. You see, remember when I was talking about, yo, look at these fat ass zebras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 if you include that secondary wick. So it's almost like these are going to get cleaned now, right? So the next easier, statistically more advantageous would be to look for something like that, theoretically. But does that mean you put blind limits in there? No, your ass still needs to read the data on this. If that actually makes sense or not, just like how we did with this. Okay, this is literally pixel. But also on the bigger time frame, you've seen this before too, right? Arrow, you've seen this too before. Many, many times, right? So it goes here, rotates to 0.5, and now here, are we gonna do this or are we gonna lose? Question mark. Whether it dumps or pumps, are you going to believe it while it happens during Macaulay? So what a great moment to get volatility for us to kind of sharpen up our blades to play, CME gap, Macaulay Culkin hour, you know what I mean? So I took a little bit of a short here, and I already put my stop loss at break even. Anything else, Arrow Fury? Ask me whatever the fuck you want. Some folks earlier this morning said, yo, don't tell me when you're in a position. So earmuffs for everybody that said that. Yeah, and if it does a failed auction, then I am not afraid to take that. Okay, assuming that all the data looks good and it's not a swing fail or a failed auction up there. And I'm not scared to long down here if it presents itself. Maybe even 57.5. But it's not really the level. It's really, okay, I have everybody good, I got him. All right? So that's about it. The only scalp short that we had today was here. And I drew it like this. This high wick like this. That was the sort of zone of, that's basically what bulls have to flip into support. All righty? You Gucci, Arrow? Anything else? Anything else? Who said that? Well, somebody said that. Every time you say pixel perfect, I get fucked up. I don't know who it was. It's in the chat though, exclamation rewind. Yeah, but does it really matter though? I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not in a long here, right? We said this is a potential head short, okay? And again, we said this a couple times too, but it really depends on how many fucking times you've seen this rotation. Whether it's a bullish one or whether it's a bearish one. Some people will long here and TP everything right here. Some people will short here and TP everything right here. Some people, there's so many different ways that you can play this. It just depends on how many times you've seen this shit. So, all right. Yo, juicing! So lots of opportunities to get into longs, lots of opportunities to get into shorts. At the end of the day, you gotta read the data. Y'all know that there are Twitter accounts and Discord groups and Telegram channels specifically to counter trade, quote unquote, Kimba copy traders. I don't know how that works, but it is hilarious. It's literally Dumb and Dumber. You know? Because I'll say, hey, I'm interested in shorting here. If the CVD looks like this and the open interest does this, you know, and then somebody goes, oh, okay, bro, I'm gonna run limit here, you know, and then Dumb and Dumber comes along. Okay, I'm gonna copy trade this motherfucker. Yo, the whole thing is goofy as fuck. The whole thing is goofy. But that is your competition, folks. If you can't make more money than those two people, because it would depend on how it makes that higher high, and can it make a higher low? Alrighty, if it does this and it pops and it's not because open interest is going up, it's because it's a squeeze and it comes back down and it fails to make a higher low and it just does some goofy shit like this, then let's see. I think I don't even really need to see a higher high per se. For me, is this going to be support? It might do some goofy shit like this that we have seen. It might not be on the first attempt or the second attempt or the third. It might be the fourth or fifth. And really, it's not the... It's got to penetrate and then turn that into support. So, like we talked about, that higher high is fine, but it can't just come right back in. Like, especially if it's like Macaulay time. You have 184 entry. That's a beautiful fucking entry, brother. I mean, obviously, do you... Stop the music. Do you have access to, like, the single prints and shit? Brother, do you have Bookmap? You know Bookmap, the cool thing about Bookmap is you can put in traditional markets. So I don't have the ability to do it yet. I will be able to do it pretty soon. But I'll be able to pull up Boogammas for Tesla, look at single prints for Tesla, bad low, bad highs, and also the Bookmap. It's really cool when you're like, holy shit, there's a $50 million buy coming in. But yeah, I think if I were you and I had a 180 entry, I would definitely want to make sure to focus on maximizing profits because I think that 167, 165 is going to get swept. But that's on the daily candle. So that shit could take like a week or two. Alrighty, Thomas. But you can't lose right now, so you're fine. You know, you can't lose. So, but if, and I'm not saying we're going to go down there, but if we do, you know, make a lower low, which I would think it would, because I think that's going to get cleaned, then, you know, holler at me. If it loses 180, let me know and we can start looking at it. Maybe along with you. Yeah. We'll have fun with it. All right, let me reload the Latuche, and is everybody good to go? Y'all good? I love being able to see this shit live, and you guys ask amazing fucking questions, keep me on my toes. But remember, you guys are just as good. Some of y'all, if not better than I am, so just do whatever you think is best. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. You know you guys are the fucking best, right? Can I start this Danny Ocean song over because it's a banger? Okay, wait, and last minute. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You know, in my mind, I feel like I've covered everything. But obviously, that's only in my mind. So if there's certain things that you feel like I gotta explain better or you want to talk about, let me know. You guys know exactly what I'm going to be trying to do and what I'm going to be looking at. Yes? there's two places where I would think about scalp longing. The bullish retest of the breakout and that box down there. Okay? This isn't about predicting the future, so I already laid out the edge that I would want. Open interest, both net longs, net shorts, CVD, all right, and structural edge. So need it to be like a swing fail. Maybe I would tolerate a fail auction, but I doubt. If we lose 58, I'm not interested in the 57.5. Probably 54 is where I would think about potentially longing next. Gypsy says net long out of the game. Hell no. You think this guy has gotten squeezed out already? No way. We got to make a lower low at least. This guy didn't pussy out right here. You think he's pussied out right now? No way. Juan says, can we take a look into S&P and NASDAQ? What? Sure. Here's Bugama's all expirations. Also, all time frame, like higher time frame, it still looks a little bit bullish. Okay? And then don't forget about the gap fill. So look at where it rejected today. Pixel gap. Remember the gap. Okay? All right. So it's crazy because like around here and here, if you go back to the highlights, I'm talking about, I don't think we would nuke without closing that gap. And here we are. So it's going to be really interesting to watch S&P kind of figure out what it wants to do here. It's going to go, I mean, it's going to go higher than this now, obviously. You know, so somewhere around here is going to be interesting to look. 58.80, 57, what was it? Yeah, so the highest range it's showing is 58.80. And let's go with the second biggest, so 56.45. So no, let's not go with the second biggest. Let's go with the third biggest. Okay, so that's the standard deviation right there, plus one standard deviation, so 57. So 58.80 to 57. This is kind of like, is this the top? Like Wiz Khalifa said. Alrighty. So I would probably lean on yes. Bugama! You're playing Warzone? Okay, no worries. Well, so this is what I would say. Some people are going to say this is the high that it should have broken and that it didn't make a high. Some people are going to say low, low, pivot. So this is. Some people are going to do this. So you can see the confluence at 59,000. That level already existed. That's also your golden pocket. And then remember what we talked about? Daily open, 58,990. Nope, not yet, LPZ. So that would be a level of interest. And then that's always going to be your stop loss. That's how I would play this. Make sense, LPZ? But it's debatable. Some people are going to say, yo, you needed to breach that to call it a higher high. Some people are going to say, we can call it a higher high. These are starting to look real shitty. Alrighty. So I still think here is better. Yeah, I still think it's better to wait for all of these guys to get stopped out. But you can't lose that. You can't make another lower low. All right, LPZ. So if there is, whether I get into one or not, I think it's pretty safe to say that you kind of need to continue to make these higher lows. So here, stop the music for a second. It seems failed auction confirmed, and now we need double top to. The failed auction, has it confirmed yet? No. No, well, it depends on if you would consider this as a bullish retest. It's kind of up to you. I don't know how many of failed auctions you've seen, and don't forget that a lot of times when the PDPOC and the PDEQ is close together like this, that will be the initial resistance, and it might come back, US market time, to retest the value area low or the daily open. But you're technically correct. If it starts to change structure and you spend more time above the 59.5, whatever you would want to call this really, the previous month value area low, previous week point of control 59.5, the longer that it stays above it, the better it is. Yep. And as long as you're above the value area low, the longer that you spend inside the value range, the higher probability that you're going to be able to do a full rotation. So sometimes it's a quick ping, 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 ping. Sometimes it's a slow, drawn out process. Oh, we're breaking out. We got that bullish retest. Let's fucking go. What the fuck? No. Wait. No, I knew it. Fuck. Yeah, we got the bullish retest. We juice it. Wait. What time does Kimba wake up? What time does Kimba wake up? It doesn't matter. I hope he's dead. I'm stopped out, my little motherfucker. What do you mean you're in a long from here? So just a couple things to keep in mind. You telling me that you've never seen, like you're going to tell me that you've never seen this, then this, then this? Quit playing with me. You're going to tell me that you've never seen this? Oh, it's got a whole value area low. Fuck, I'm out. Pink. Oh, god damn it. So I still think the best thing that can this is what I would say. Usually, this is all live, right? I was doing other stuff while I was waiting for this, but usually if it doesn't happen by the time that 1:50, 2 o'clock rolls around, I'm okay to sleep it and then see where we're at tomorrow morning. If you're an international lion, if you're an Asian lion, if you're a European lion, you're starting to wake up, you're going to have an opportunity to see it. Alrighty? But plenty of times, can it go to PDEQ, PDPOC, then come down to rotate to test value area low all the time. So just kind of need to be patient. But if it clearly is changing structure on the smaller time frame, you can always try to get in on a higher low retrace. That lower low would always be the stop loss. All right. T4 Trading says, yep, I will wait near the 59K retest. One thing is for sure. Whether you're bullish or bearish, I think we can all agree that there is a noticeable level of correlation with S&P, and we have FOMC minutes coming out tomorrow. So just like a level of caution, y'all better be juicing. Hey, Pyro, I'm going to sleep, but I'll be back in like 6-7 hours. Sounds good? What do you guys think about this? How many of y'all were here when we drew this? I know Alpeasy loves this shit. This is the daily candle close, so as long as it can hold something like this for the next 18 hours, you're looking real good. All right. All right, y'all. Well, make sure you rewind and get caught up. Everything's been talked about. I'll regroup with you guys in about 7 hours. So you guys should be good at least for the next 7 hours. Do your best! Exclamation Discord. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave the exo on 20 mil volume. All right, you got longs you can see, you got shorts you can see, you got a full rotation setup possible. All right, keep an eye on the PD, POC, PDEQ, previous day value, area low, daily open as always, y'all. And remember, Lions, there is no right or wrong, only good and bad risk management. I'm rooting for each and every one of you. Do your best. I cannot wait to regroup with you guys tomorrow. Hey, we might actually have a Call of Duty kill race tomorrow, maybe Thursday, for some real money. Yeah, come and see if you can beat the mods and admins. $500 to the winning team, $100 to each player, maybe something like that. And we'll do a couple of private lobbies. Bugatti money. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Stay safe. Yes. Hey, don't tell me, oh, I got wrecked as soon as I wake up now. Don't do that to me. At least let me get my cup of coffee in. All right, y'all. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss.